everyone, it's Jack and Sam from Cultaholic.com. The Cultaholic Heavyweight Champion, Sam Driver.
Longest reigning.
And the Culty in the Bank briefcase holder, Jack the Jobber, from Cultaholic.com. And it's time for our predictions for NXT TakeOver Brooklyn number 4. Now, happily, for those of you who enjoy our live streams, we are doing a live stream this Saturday night during NXT TakeOver Brooklyn. It's a fantastic card. There's some wonderful matches. We'll get to that in a second. But as always, in these predictions videos, there is a punishment, there's a forfeit, which is decided by the Patreon patrons.
Yes, and there are 3 whole options, as per usual.
Yes, they are. The loser has to be the butler for everyone else during our SummerSlam reactions video the day after. I'm assuming
that's just like the loser is going to be the personal bitch of everybody else.
Essentially, you're going to have to fetch drinks, maybe a bit of food, dress nicely and stuff.
Oh, maybe you have to make drinks and stuff as well.
The second choice is the loser has to stand for the duration of the SummerSlam reactions video because there's a last man standing match on the card. And also NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 chops. 4 chops.
So, is that 4 chops or is it just NXT TakeOver Brooklyn 4 chops?
I think it's just 4 chops. So as always, you can vote for that by checking out our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultaholic for all the details. Let's get into the predictions.
Let's get cracking with the knacking, as Ross would say.
As Ross Woodell would say.
Yes.
So we start things off with a very interesting match, actually, for the North American Championship between the reigning champion, Adam Cole, and the challenger, Ricochet. Sam, who have you got and why?
Big Trev.
Big Trevor?
Yeah, so I think it's Ricochet's time, you know. He's impressing everybody. He's just flawless, as we already know. Like, he's just great. And Adam Cole's had the belt for a little bit of a while now, and it's nice to have long reigns with belts and everything, but occasionally, you know, you've got to give it to somebody else. And I just want to see what he'll do with the belt. And it'll look so good around him.
Yeah, it would. I agree. I'm going to go for Ricochet as well. I think Adam Cole's been fantastic. He's one of my favourite parts of NXT and stuff. Yeah. But I think that he doesn't particularly need to hold a belt to be great.
No, like he's over no matter what.
He's the leader of a fantastic stable. He's one of the most charismatic guys. Whereas I think Ricochet, even though he's phenomenal in the ring and stuff, I think holding the belt would really help to elevate him to the next level in NXT. The belt. And the belt as well, yes, absolutely. So yeah, I'm going to agree with you, and I'm going to go for Ricochet.
Next up, we have a singles match, and that match is the Velveteen Dream versus EC3, Big East. Who you got, and why?
This is one of the more difficult ones for me to predict, actually, because both guys haven't won a great deal in NXT, despite being 2 of the most hilarious heels. Yeah. If you've seen the vignettes with them at the pool.
In the pool.
It's so good. I can't swim. That's 3 feet deep. But no, I think this has the potential to be a great match and also a hilarious match. I'm going to go for Big Eth.
Ooh.
Because I think that EC3, a lot of his gimmick and impact revolved around winning.
Yeah.
And he hasn't won so much since, joining NXT. And I think that he would be harmed more by another loss than Velveteen Dream would. Velveteen Dream can lose to anyone and bounce back because he reinvents himself each time. He's so hilarious. He's got such presence and stuff. I think EC3 needs to start winning to really continue to get himself over. So I'm going to go for EC3 more out of necessity than any sort of real logic. Yeah. I just think EC3 should win, but I don't think it'll harm Velveteen Dream at all. Who have you got?
So similar to what you said about Adam Cole and not really needing a belt to be over, I think Velveteen Dream is consistently over. I'm not saying that EC3 isn't. I think it's a lot easier for Velveteen Dream to bounce back from a loss as well, as you've said. So, and EC3 is due a big win.
Yeah, he is.
He's due a big win, and if he can go past Velveteen Dream, then that's a big sort of notch in the post for him. So yeah, I think I'm going to go for EC3.
That's fair enough. I mean, he was the favourite for the ladder match where the belt was first invented, first part of the line.
He had that whole thing with Regal. It was on his debut, right?
Yeah, I think
he sort of came and he's like, "Thanks for making that match for me."
Yeah. And then not only did he lose, but he took a lot of punishment in that match.
Yeah,
so did Dream.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be something because it's heel versus heel. But I think the crowd are going to probably cheer for Dream.
I think it's going to be likely the most comedic match on the card, potentially.
Yes, hopefully it's very funny. I can't wait to see what Dream makes his entrance as.
I don't know if EC3 is going to have a special entrance as well.
Maybe. So I can't wait for it, but I think we're both agreed that it's going to be EC3.
Dixie's little nephew.
Yeah, kayfabe, yes, he is a Carter.
Can you call him Ethan anymore? Because his name is EC3 now.
Let's go for Michael. No, let's not go for Michael. Next up, the NXT Tag Team Championship match between the reigning champions, the Undisputed Era, versus Tyler Bate and Trent Seven, otherwise known as Moustache Mountain, stalwarts of the UK indie scene, and now big babyface lads over in NXT. Sam, who have you got and why?
I've gone for the Undisputed Era.
Right.
So basically, if Adam Cole loses his belt, he can come down and be all annoying and get involved, as he sort of did anyway when they first won the belt. But they've already hot-shotted the belts to British Strong Style, who is, Moustache Mountain plus Pete Dunne. They already did that for the UK show just to get that really, really cheap pop. So I don't see what good it will do to put the belt back on them.
Yeah.
Like, that quickly. And I'm really enjoying Undisputed Era's run at the minute. I think they're just so brilliantly contemptible.
Yes.
I think it's going to be the Undisputed Era.
I was expecting, I'm surprised the way it's gone really actually, I was expecting a bit more tension between the two members of Moustache Mountain after Tyler Bate threw in the towel.
Yeah, like, he threw in the towel to protect him, I guess, but
it was a bit of a strange move.
Yeah.
Because Trent Seven came across like a mega babyface. He wasn't giving up, he was in so much pain.
Unless Trent turns and joins the Undisputed Era.
I could see that happening too. He's very good as a smarmy heel. But I don't know, I was expecting a bit more tension between the two, and now there's not.
Yeah.
I would have definitely gone for Undisputed Era. I'm still going to go for Undisputed Era.
Yeah.
But only because of what you said, I don't think they would be any good to hotshot the belt once again back onto Moustache Mountain.
Yeah.
But I think the Moustache Mountain, the way that they've been, their characters have been given a bit more depth now. So I think even without the belts, even after this loss, I'm predicting, they'll still have a story to go along with. I just don't know what it'll be.
Well, that's it. And Moustache Mountain need to start being utilised more in NXT in general, I feel. So it'd be good to give them, this spotlight again, and then have them become more regular. Yeah,
but I agree. I've been really enjoying the Undisputed Era, and I think they're going to keep the belts.
Yeah. Plus, what's the NXT Tag Team Championships if Kyle O'Reilly can't come out and do his guitar on it? Next up, we have a singles match for the NXT Women's Championship, and that is the champion Shayna Baszler versus Kyrie Sane. Who have you got, and why? Brooklyn 4.
I've got this was the hardest one to predict, I think, on the card.
Yeah.
Shayna's been quite a dominant champion after taking the belt from Ember Moon. She's seen off various competitors, including Nikki Cross. I'm going to go for Shayna to retain. I think. Oh man, this is so difficult. I think that they're going to keep it on her for now, but I don't know really what that'll mean in the future for Kyrie Sane. Maybe she'll get called up.
Yeah.
Maybe not. I don't know, but I think that they want to really portray Shayna as this big destroyer, and then when she moves on to the main roster, maybe she'll have some sort of interaction with Ronda Rousey as a friend of hers or as a rival. But I don't know. I just feel like it's not quite yet Shayna's time to lose the belt, although she has held it for a while. So with very little confidence, I'm going to predict that Shayna's going to retain. Who have you got and why?
Well, because of what I think may happen later in the night. NXT are all about disappointing the fans sometimes and letting everybody sort of have a down note before a big event. But I just think that because of what I think is going to happen later, it would make sense to have this nice big moment for Kyrie. And so I'm going to go for Kyrie Sane. She's exceptional. I don't think they're going to push Shayna up anytime shortly. I just think that I don't know. I think that feud can go on for a while. Okay. And I think Shayna chasing was always a lot more fun for me than Shayna champion.
Right. Okay. I see what you mean, because if what happens later is what I think you mean, we need a big happy moment first.
Yeah, just to really make the thing that might happen later even more horrible.
Oh, it's a difficult one. Of course, they've wrestled before in the final of the Mae Young Classic.
Yeah.
And Sane won that one.
Yeah.
Which sort of gives the edge to Shayna, you'd think at first, but then she's always been perceived as quite an arrogant character. She might get caught out again.
When is Io Shirai debuting?
In the Mae Young Classic, I think.
In the Mae Young Classic.
I don't know what she's going to do after that.
See, because that's what I was thinking, was maybe if they put the belt on Kyrie, you'll have Io Shirai come in and it'll be this huge dream match. Yeah,
that's very true as well. Oh, there's a lot of factors at play. I'm going to stick with Shayna Baszler, and you're going for Kyrie Sane.
Have fun with that.
Don't know if I will. And finally, the match that we've all been waiting for, the third match between Tommaso Ciampa, the NXT champion, and the challenger Jonathan Wrestling Gargano,
Have you noticed this match is just sort of like me and you? Like, I hate everyone and everything.
Right.
I'm the champion.
I'm Gargano.
You're a plucky little baby face that sometimes gets a bit too angry when he's had a bit of a drink.
Right,
Just like,
yeah.
Will you stop it? Like, just getting in and, you know, getting angry. But for the most part, you're like really like chipper and, I'm going to do everything right.
Right.
And I'm just like, I hate everything.
Well, we'll see if we predicted along the lines of our spirit animals, I guess. This was originally, of course, meant to be a triple threat match with Aleister Black.
Yes.
Who lost the belt to Ciampa because of Gargano, sort of.
But he got his crotch all destroyed.
He got beat up in a car park.
Which destroyed his crotch.
He got actually injured, sadly. Because I think having a triple threat match would have been a very interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
They've kind of had to bring it. I thought there was always going to be...
I think it would have been interesting, but it's not as interesting as what I think is going to happen now that Aleister Black has been taken out.
Okay.
So Aleister Black, obviously, he's out with an injury, but in storyline, he has been attacked in a car park, and William Regal was like, who did this? I think what's going to happen, right, is Rikishi is
I thought you were going to give a serious... I thought you were going to be like, it's going to be Keith Lee or something.
He's just going to be like, I did it for The Rock. All over again. Yeah.
How disappointing, Sam. Right, so it was meant to be Aleister Black. You've really thrown me there. So Ciampa and Gargano under a last man standing stipulation. It's the third of their trilogy, which I think has probably come along earlier than WWE wanted, but they've had to do it. Who have you got and why?
It's really, really hard one to call, and I'm really liking the back and forth between these two, and I'm quite upset that this is the next singles match because of the injury.
Yeah.
Because I was really hoping that we weren't going to see another Gargano-Ciampa match for a very long time.
Until maybe the main roster
So I wanted it to be that Johnny would get called up, and then, you know, Ciampa would eventually, when Johnny's on the verge of maybe getting the US title or something, just come in and wipe the floor with him.
Yeah.
But... you know, we're getting it. It's going to be a great match. It can't not be. I mean, look at their track record. But I just don't think that NXT is somewhere where the belts get passed around a lot and very quickly. And I think that it makes the most sense to get the most heat possible on Ciampa by having him win this match. Just make him even worse than he already is.
Yeah.
Because eventually you're going to get that huge, massive moment at Mania or something.
Yeah. I agree, I'm going to go with Ciampa, but the stipulation for me is a strange one. I don't know how they're going to do it, because Johnny's the valiant babyface. Yeah. So how is Ciampa going to beat him down and keep him down for 10 seconds? And you have to do something horrible. There's going to be something horrible, or something sneaky, or
six burning hammers.
Or Gargano will win, but he'll have to like take himself to a far eviler place. To do something to Ciampa.
Yeah.
But I think Ciampa's probably going to get the win. I'm going to stick with Ciampa, but it's a difficult one to call, and I wouldn't be surprised if Gargano did do something horrible to get the win.
He turns to the dark side.
And then like Luke Skywalker, like Anakin Skywalker. Luke never actually fully embraced the dark side, did he?
Just a little bit.
So I think I'm going to go for Ciampa as well. So the only one we've differed on is the women's title match. So that's going to be all important. Imagine if it opens the show.
If that opens the show, that is going to be one hell of a disappointing stream for one of us. Best get practice in the. I guess we'll need to find out what wins first.
Well, yeah, we will. We'll have to practice either
standing,
mixology, standing,
or
taking shot 4 chops. To vote for those, once again, check out Patreon, patreon.com/Cultaholic, where you can vote on which punishment we receive. Also, remember that we're doing a live stream on Saturday night, and then our SummerSlam reactions won't be a live stream featuring also Ross and Pacini, but they will be put out shortly after SummerSlam in like a nice chopped down highlights package.
Yeah, because if it's a 7-hour show,
we're not going to be funny for 7 hours straight.
No, I know. No. You're going to see a lot of disappointing crap.
So yes, thank you. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Jack from Cultaholic.com. This has been Sam. You can follow me on Twitter at JackTheJobber.
You can follow me on Twitter at LesterFine.
All of us are Cultaholic. Don't forget as well, patreon.com/Cultaholic. And never forget, of course, to join us.
Hit subscribe and join us.